Today we are going under the sea. On this episode of the Scran Line, I have teamed up with Queen Fine Foods. Now, for those of you who don't know who Queen Fine Foods are, they make all the vanilla that you see me use in my video. That is their brand. They make a whole bunch of flavorings and decorations for cakes and cupcakes like sprinkles. And today we are going to be using their brand new Mermaid Magic flavoring. And I thought this was the perfect opportunity to use it for my sea queen cake. Now, before we get stuck into the video, I know that this is going to happen, so I'm calling it out before it does. This does not taste like fish, and it does not taste like seaweed. This is a melon grape food flavoring, and you can use it in cakes and baking, but I've seen it used in bath bombs, so you can use it pretty much anywhere. Let's get stuck into this sea queen cake. The first step is the cake. So we're going to add our flour, sugar, baking powder, and our salt to a large mixing bowl. We're going to mix that until everything is well combined. Next, you want to add your softened butter, and you want to mix that until you reach a crumbly, sand-like texture. Then you're going to add your eggs, milk. You're going to add some of your Mermaid Magic flavoring. I'm going to talk a little bit about that in the video a little bit later on. You can add about a teaspoon or two if you're feeling generous in your batter, along with some oil and Greek yogurt. We're going to mix that until everything is well combined. Now we're going to split our batter into 4 bowls. To color our green, we're going to add some green, some yellow and blue food gel. You're also going to color some of your batter blue, purple and pink. I've got the color combination formulas in the written recipe. I've just added those to a piping bag, and I'm just piping little dots of each color on top of each other. We're going to fill 3 8-inch cake tins evenly as you can get it, and then we're going to pop these in the oven for about 50 to 60 minutes. It might take a little bit more or less depending on your oven. The best way to tell that your cake is done is to stick a little skewer in the middle. If it comes out with clean crumbs, then you know it's done. If it comes out with wet batter, you want to continue baking for a further 10 minutes at a time until it's baked. Now, I let my cakes chill overnight, but you want to chill them for at least 4 hours, and once they're chilled, they're much easier to work with. We're going to trim each of our 3 8-inch cakes into 2. So we're going to end up with 6 layers all up. To prepare your buttercream frosting, well, we're going to be preparing our crumb coat. So we're going to add some more Mermaid Magic flavoring, and we're going to add some teal food gel and mix that until it's well combined. You want to pop that into a piping bag, and we're going to squeeze a little bit of that on top of our 8-inch cake board. Use a little offset spatula to spread it around evenly, and then we're going to pipe a ring of frosting around our first cake layer and then fill that in. Now you're going to use a little spatula again just to even that off. Add your next layer and continue repeating that process until you get to the last layer. Then you want to pipe a little bit of buttercream frosting on top, a little bit of buttercream frosting around the cake, and again we're going to spread this out evenly. Now I've got my cake scraper, otherwise known as a bench scraper, and it's going to help me scrape the excess frosting off, because this first layer of frosting is the crumb coat. So it's designed to catch all of the cake crumbs so that all of those colourful cake crumbs don't end up on our final layer of frosting. Now you want to chill this for at least 3 to 4 hours, get it nice and chilled. Guys, when I baked this cake, my house smelled incredible. So and this tastes incredible as well. So what I'm going to do before we get stuck into the decorating, I am going to quickly remind you guys to subscribe and make sure you hit the little bell notification icon if you want to be notified about new videos. But we're going to be doing a giveaway of 3 bottles of Mermaid Magic. This is available to everyone, so if you're international, it's also available to you guys. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because Mermaid Magic is only available in Australia. It's not available internationally, and it's available at Woolworths supermarkets for those of you who want to grab a bottle for yourselves. But for those of you who can't and you want to grab a bottle, we're going to be doing a giveaway. So the way to enter the giveaway is to make sure you're following me on Instagram at the Scran Line. Make sure you're following Queen Fine Foods on Instagram at Queen Fine Foods. And I want you guys to leave your favorite sea themed emoji in the comments down below. I'll pick 3 winners randomly and I'll send you guys out a bottle of your own Mermaid Magic. Let's get stuck into decorating the cake. The next step is coloring the buttercream frosting, which is going to be on the outside of the cake. So formulas for those colors are in the written recipe again. So we're going to be coloring our Swiss meringue buttercream frosting pink, blue, purple, and green. You want to pipe stripes of that around the cake. Now I've just done random stripes and I've even done some thicker ones and thinner ones. I think it's fine. If you're really kind of wanting to make it look neater, you can do it evenly if you want, but I just wanted to kind of be a little bit uneven with it, kind of throw the eye off, make it a little bit more eye-catching. So once you've piped around the cake, you're going to pipe some more frosting on the top. I think it's good to finish with the green frosting on top because it's a sea queen cake and green is what makes this really sea queeny, if you will. We're going to use our bench scraper again, or our cake scraper, to scrape around the cake. Now every time you go around the cake, make sure you're holding the cake scraper straight, and each time you do go around, make sure you're scraping that excess frosting off the scraper. Once you've got it looking nice and neat, you want to finish the top off, and we're going to splatter some gold luster dust. Now I've just mixed this with some clear alcohol, but one of you lovely people in the comment section a couple of videos ago suggested using lemon juice. So you can use lemon juice if you don't want to use alcohol. So once you've splattered that good, you're going to frost some swirls on top of your cake. I'm using a Wilton 1M tip to do that. We're going to drizzle some more gold on top. And guys, to finish this cake off, I have got some of my Sea Queen macarons. So we're going to pile this on top of the cake in the middle of all those lovely swirls. Now you can grab the recipe for that on my website. So I made half the recipe for that, and you can just simply half the macaron recipe. I actually needed to add a little bit of frosting at the bottom just to give these macarons a little bit of height. We're going to be piling about 2 layers of macarons on top of our cake. And guys, once you've done that, that is pretty much it. Okay guys, so that was my Sea Queen cake. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe. Now again, if you want to enter for your chance to win one of 3 bottles of Mermaid Magic flavouring, what you need to do is follow me on Instagram, follow Queen Fine Foods on Instagram, and leave your favourite sea themed emoji in the comments down below. I'll pick 3 winners randomly and I'll send you guys out a bottle. If you want to grab the recipe for this cake, it's going to be on my website at scranline.com. Thank you so much for watching guys. I'll see you all on the next episode of the Scran Line.